Vechain just hit 10 cents for the first time. Where do we go from here? Let's discuss it. It's 2021, and as we can all see, the cryptocurrency bull run is well underway now. Ever since March 2020, we've been seeing huge gains all over the cryptocurrency space, with all-time highs being set almost every single week. The whole crypto market is experiencing another influx of capital, with massive bullish news about PayPal allowing users in the US to settle payments with crypto for the first time, sending the overall market cap to nearly $2 trillion, with a large pump for many top cryptos as a result. The market continues to run up in price, with Vechain doing a 50x return in value since March 2020, now with it hitting over 10 cents per token, one of the highest in the top 50 cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin has been stalling out somewhat in the past week or so, but many altcoins are seeing massive gains in the meantime. Bitcoin is likely going to lead the market to further gains in the coming weeks. Once it breaks its all-time high and heads to over 70k or more, we could be seeing another very nice bump across the whole of the market. Vechain continues to benefit from the bull market and has been seeing really good gains in the past month as a result, and today we'll be looking at where it's going to go from here. Cryptocurrency is extremely volatile, and it's important to remember that smart investors will be taking profits on the way up and on the way down as the bull market develops, so they don't get wrecked by the eventual massive pullback that will likely occur in the future. The bull market is likely to end in around 6 months or so, when a huge correction will likely see a dip in the market that will not recover from. But today we'll be looking at Vechain and where it's likely to go in the next few weeks. Make sure to watch the video till the end for all the essential information. This is not financial advice and is for entertainment purposes only. We always stress that you do your own due diligence. Please like and subscribe for daily videos and hit the bell icon to turn on all notifications. YouTube does gatekeep some cryptocurrency content, so to get access to this time-sensitive information immediately, make sure to turn on all notifications. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, you can sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, where you can get access to our private Discord. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. Vechain has just gone over 10 cents for the first time in its history, setting a new all-time high as a result in the double-digit cents. We've been discussing for months now why we believe that Vechain is going to perform very well as the bull run progresses, and now we're really starting to see the upward movement get underway with force. This time last year, Vechain was valued at around 1/5 of a cent during the lows of March 2020, but has now reached over 10 cents due to the pump in the past few days, taking its multiple to over 50x in gains for the year. If you had bought $10,000 worth of Vechain at the lows last year, you'd currently be sitting on a bag worth around $500,000. And if Vechain continues to run like so many believe that it can, the bag could be worth multi-millions easily by the end of the bull run. If Vechain reaches the $1 mark, that bag would be worth $5 million alone for a $10,000 investment. When you take a look at the numbers, it's incredible how big the opportunity is with Vechain and cryptocurrency in general. We outlined a few months ago why we believed that a pump for Vechain was imminent at around 4 cents after a pullback, and since then Vechain is 3x'd in price in just a month or so since that pullback. Many investors started to lose faith in Vechain during this period due to a pullback from around 6 cents to 3.5 cents, and we had many comments from frustrated investors saying that our predictions were wrong and that Vechain was dead, with many saying that it would never see 10 or even 20 cents. It's important with cryptocurrency investing in this instance to remember the bigger picture, and also do more research about how fast the markets can move in crypto. Investing in quality projects that haven't moved yet is often an incredibly smart move for savvy investors, and as you can see, investing $10,000 in Vechain, which looked dead and buried a year ago, had incredible results so far. It's very easy to get discouraged and chase winners whilst your investments don't move, but smart investors will look at projects that haven't pumped yet to make great gains rather than buying at all-time highs, and this is generally where the most money is made. With Vechain running from 4 cents to over 11 cents in a few weeks, things are starting to look extremely bullish for Vechain. When you consider where Vechain could go from here, now that it's passed a psychological barrier of 10 cents, it's easy to imagine that it could continue running for the next few weeks before another consolidation period in the 15 to 20 cent range. Now that it's passed its all-time high again, there is no more resistance to stop Vechain from running, and considering how it's been performing the past few weeks, it's easy to imagine it will continue its bullish uptrend, especially with more bullish news coming out for Vechain all the time. In the next month or so, we can start to get an idea of how high Vechain can go in the remainder of the bull run, which will likely last another 6 months or so before parabola really starts to hit. If Vechain can run to 20 to 30 cents in the next few months, once the crazy FOMO begins at the end of the run, Vechain could easily be $1 to $2 in value by the end of the year, which would be another 10 to 20x from the current price. Many are even suggesting that Vechain could head as high as $5 based on fundamentals this year. And whilst this seems very unlikely, considering how well Vechain is currently performing, it could be possible if Vechain gets on a run that doesn't seem likely to stop. If Vechain could 3x in value in a month, then these higher valuations seem to become more probable as time goes on, especially as the bull run develops and becomes more parabolic towards its climax. When taking a look at the technical analysis, it's clear to see that Vechain has cleared its all-time high after a consolidation period of a few weeks or so. Off the back of a run from 3.5 cents to almost 10 cents, Vechain seemed to cool off and consolidate for a while, whilst waiting for a catalyst in order to push past resistance and set another all-time high. The recent bullish momentum for the whole cryptocurrency space seems to have given Vechain the momentum that it needed to challenge the previous all-time high resistance at 9.7 cents again, which it had already bounced off 3 times during this consolidation between 9 and 9.7 cents respectively. Once it reached this resistance this time, bullish momentum carried it to 10 cents before it met resistance again. It was likely that 10 cents was a take profit area for many investors, as it met some selling resistance at this point, but continued to run regardless and is now over 11 cents in value. Now that Vechain has cleared the 10 cent psychological resistance, things are looking extremely bullish from a technical perspective, as it's currently in price discovery territory, meaning there are no more points of resistance on the chart for the price to bounce off of. All-time highs will likely continue to be set for a few days until the price cools off again, but Vechain could easily run to 15 to 20 cents by this time, depending on how long the pump lasts. Considering that Vechain was around 3 cents only a month ago, that would be a 5x at least in just a month or so time, which is an incredible gain for most investors. The next psychological resistance will likely be 20 cents, which means there's still a lot of room for Vechain to move in the next few days, with no more resistance to try and work through price action wise. When looking at the fundamentals, Vechain is a protocol that has a truly massive amount of potential going forward. On this channel we always look for the 2 key pillars of success for a cryptocurrency in the long term, which are use case and adoption. Vechain is a supply chain tracking protocol, also designed for business solutions and applications to be built on their blockchain, which are all real world use cases. There are many incredible innovations in the cryptocurrency space, but many of them want to replace or displace existing systems significantly, and they do this by onboarding users onto their platform. Whilst their goals are often altruistic, it's often a lot more difficult to gain adoption to brand new platforms than you might think, especially with the competition on the cryptocurrency space becoming more and more fierce. We're so bullish on Vechain because its use case is designed to enhance the technology in current systems, rather than replacing them entirely, and because of this it's already seeing good use as a result. With a market cap of around 7 billion now, Vechain has been growing massively from investment in recent months, and adoption for its use case of its protocol is already very high. It's seeing use from massive companies around the world including BMW, BYD, H&M, Walmart, and many other top firms around the world, including hospitals, and may even receive use by the NHS in the UK. Adoption like this is incredibly hard to come by and shows that Vechain must be providing some strong utility in order to be used by so many top companies already. It's also a reason to be bullish on the project because it's clear that they know how to approach and work with top companies in the world, and there's no reason to suggest that they won't continue to grow their wider network of adopters as time goes on, strengthening the network effect of their protocol. With the global supply chain valued at $50 trillion and likely to continue to grow as time goes on, there's a massive amount of potential for Vechain to continue to grow, and when you look at their huge fundamentals along with incredible adoption they are receiving, and now the current price action, it's hard not to be bullish on the project. When you take a look at the current price action of Vechain and the fundamentals of the project, you can start to get an idea of where things could go next. Vechain truly is an incredible project, and the adoption and performance of it in the past year is testament to just how much potential it really has, especially for investors who got in at the 1 cent or below range. From here it seems likely that Vechain could pump from anywhere between 12 to 20 cents in the next week or so, depending on how much it runs, and then consolidate for a while, bouncing off the psychological resistance at 20 cents. Depending on how strong the pump is, more massive gains could be seen for Vechain in the short term as a result. Depending on the price action that Vechain can hit in the next month, we can start to get an idea of how it can perform as the bull run develops, and the $1 price target that many continue to tout could truly become a reality sooner rather than later, as it's now less than a 10x away from the current price. Whilst a market cap of $70 billion for Vechain might currently seem very high, it's important to remember that most top 10 cryptocurrencies will likely be in the hundreds of billions of dollars by the time the bull run is over, with Bitcoin anywhere between $3 to $7 trillion, and Ethereum most likely over $1 trillion overall as well. When you consider this, a $70 billion market cap for Vechain does not seem so outrageous, and anywhere between $50 to $250 billion seems possible if we continue to see the pumps that we see for Vechain in the past month. So what are your thoughts on Vechain? Do you like the project, and what is your price prediction for 2021 and beyond? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, as we'd be interested to hear your ideas about the price action of Vechain in the future. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, you can sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, where you can get access to our private Discord. Currently only 20% of viewers are subbed, and we'd love to see our community grow more, so please hit the big red button. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.